a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but the beauty a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but
Welcome to Consumer Sense. My name's Bella, and this is Audrey Gusky. She's the professor of marketing and our Consumer Sense faculty advisor. So for the first question, Dr. G, what do you think of the Super Bowl ads this year?
Well, Bella, I have been studying Super Bowl ads for over 30 years. And some of them, like back in the day, they were fabulous ads. And let's say the last 8 years or so, they haven't been as good. But this year, I think they're incredibly fabulous. I'm really looking forward to them. I watched a lot of the previews. And to me, this year, we have a lot of C's. We have celebs, classics, cuddly critters. We have clean-cut comedy, cuteness, and clever creativity. So, you bundle all that together, and that's the making of a Super Bowl ad.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Great response. So, second question, what are some of the ads we should look out for this year?
Well, some of the ones that I thought were interesting, of course, Budweiser always has that great Clydesdale. Right. So this year, it's sentimental, it tugs at your heart, and I don't want to give it away to anybody, but I think that's going to be a cute one. Definitely. Now, we also have to talk about the USA Today ad meter. The USA Today has been doing this for 38 years and measuring people's perceptions. Which ads did they like? Which ads did they not like? And so we can now vote. Right. So you can vote as of now until like maybe midnight the day of the Super Bowl. So we can do that. But I think the Clydesdale one for Budweiser is probably going to be one of the best ones. Now, you may not remember this guy, William Shatner. He was from Star Trek. It was a TV show probably in the 70s. He's 94 years old, and he's eating Kellogg's Rice Krispies. So to me, and he's Will Shat now. So I think it's going to be quirky, but it might be a fun one. Now, you know who Guy Fieri is?
I've heard of him.
He's the guy on 3Ds, Diners, Drives, and something,
yes.
The three of them. And he's got that really kinky hair, spiky hair, and a goatee. And according to the preview of this ad, he's actually going to be changing his look. We'll see if it happens. Yeah, so we're not sure.
Exciting.
But what's weird, Bella, is it's advertised by a company called Bosch. They're like home appliances. Have you ever heard of them before?
No,
me neither. And I'm wondering, why would you advertise appliances when you're shaving off a guy's hair? I don't know.
No,
I don't know. But we have to watch that one.
Definitely.
Because that'll be a fun
I will
one.
look out for that one.
And then Pepsi kidnaps the Coca-Cola polar bear. Can you believe it? I mean, how
That's
clever
amazing.
and cute is that? And they're going to do a taste test. So
That
they
is
blindfold
perfect.
that cute little polar bear, and then you can probably guess which one is he going to like. Is he going to like Coke or Pepsi?
That is interesting.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll probably
excited
see.
for that one.
That'll be a fun one, too.
For sure.
Do you know what your favorites? Did you watch any of them?
The only one I saw was the Breaking Bad inspired one. I haven't personally watched Breaking Bad, but I know that's going to definitely hit
Oh, that'll be
good
an
with the
interesting
audience
one.
for sure.
Yeah, that'll be a good one.
Yes, definitely. So for the third question, I hear there is a Pittsburgh connection with some of the ads.
Yes, it is
is
so
so
exciting.
cool.
It's like unbelievable. Even though we're not in the Super Bowl,
Right.
We're at least going to be
I
represented.
mean, that's awesome.
Well, Lady Gaga, you know who Lady Gaga is. She is singing Mr. Rogers, Won't You Be My Neighbor? And I'm telling all of our viewers now, you must go and Google it, because there's an actual 4-minute video posted about the documentation, the creation of this commercial, this ad.
Right.
And she's like, trying to figure out what type of song, like, what melody, how she wants to, her style that she wants to use. And it's incredible. And she talks wonderfully about Mr. Rogers. So, of course, we all from Pittsburgh love Mr. Rogers.
Right.
So I think that's going to be like, and it's just beautiful. Her voice is just beautiful. So I'm excited about that one. Another one, there's a guy, his name is Jeff Goldblum. Do you know him?
No.
He starred, and you probably know of him. He starred in Jurassic Park.
Okay.
With two other stars, and they're bringing back Jurassic Park, and he's from Pittsburgh, and they're saving Jurassic Park, and it's
that's cool.
this is really clever because Xfinity is actually sponsoring this ad. So the guy, the like nerdy guy from Xfinity comes in and he fixes all of the electronics and stuff
That's cool.
It's like really
I love
cool.
That.
So that's a good
awesome.
one. And then this one, I love Duquesne. You know, that's
Right.
my heart is at Duquesne.
Yes.
But I'm a Pitt alumna. And so, you know, at any game, we tend to say, you know, we sing the song Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline. Well, there's this guy, I don't know who he is. You might know who he is. His name is Andy Samberg. Okay, anyway, he sings. Oh my gosh, this is
Not ringing.
offensive for me. He pretends he's Meal Diamond, meal, like with an M, Diamond, and he's singing Sweet Sandwich Time.
What is that?
Like instead of Sweet Caroline, Sweet Sandwich Time. Oh, it's just
Interesting.
so, it's horrible. Pitt people, they're going to be
intriguing,
booing that one as they
for
come
sure.
on. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Well, moving on. What are some of the classic ads?
Oh, some of these are fabulous. Believe it or not, the Super Bowl ad started in 1984 with an ad called 1984 and was sponsored by Apple Macintosh. And it was a very sci-fi thing. And it was sort of like these zombie people humming. It was like really quirky. And then this woman is running through this audience of these zombie people. And she throws, I think, a hammer or something at the screen. And it breaks the screen. And it's just very weird. But they only aired it once. A 60-second spot, which even then was expensive. But it's the classic of all classics. What sort of propelled all of these companies to say, wait a minute, half of America is watching the Super Bowl. Let's advertise in it. That was a good one. Of course, Pittsburghers, typically when the nation votes for their favorite all-time Super Bowl, Mean Joe Green. It's either one or two. And you probably don't remember that one. But Mean Joe Green, it was for Coke, and he's beat up. He's walking at the end of the football game. He looks rough, and there's a little kid. And he said, Mr. Green, you can have my Coke. And Mean Joe Green says, you know, he growls. He was like a mean guy. He growls. And then and the little fella's cute as can be, he says, no, really, you can have it. And then after he prompting him on, he eventually, Mean Joe Green takes the Coke. And from what I heard, like he gulps it all down. And my understanding, it was actually Coke in that. And he like, it's like burping. I don't want to get gross, but anyway. So anyway, and then he says to the kid, "Here, kid, catch!" And he throws his game jersey. Classic. You have everybody who's watching
I'm
this
gonna
has
watch
to
that
has
for
to
sure.
Google it and find that one.
Yes.
That's a good one. And we used to have the Bud Bowl, and one of my favorite ones was from Hewlett Packard. They had herding cats. It was like cowboys herding cats.
Oh.
And it was so bizarre because they're like, well, these cats, they're pretending they're like horses or something.
But it's just wacky.
It was wacky. But as a professor at Duquesne, I sometimes feel
It
with
grabs
my
the
students,
audience.
well, I sometimes have to herd you guys.
Right.
Yeah, it does
mean-
grab the audience because it's so bizarre.
It is, for sure.
It
100%.
is so bizarre.
Well, for the last question, what are the Super Bowl ads going for this year, and is it worth it?
You want to guess? Do you know how much they're going for?
Oh.
Per
8
30 seconds.
8 million?
10.
I was close.
It's at 10.
Wow.
Now, if you look back in 2019, it was only $5 million. It's doubled in like 6 years.
That is insane.
It's insane. So everybody wonders, like, is it worth it? You're paying like $200,000 or more
I
per
mean,
second?
If you have a clever ad, that could take you so far, especially just with the whole demographic of audience that the Super Bowl brings. I mean, that's really important. Just to have a wacky ad, you know?
Yeah.
The polar bear with
yeah.
the Coke and the Pepsi, that is genius.
It is
That
genius.
is so perfect. And
Yeah.
especially, and you know, how social media is so important nowadays. It's going to
Exactly.
be all over.
Exactly. And you may not know this, but back in the day, they never previewed the commercials. You never know who was going to star in it, and you never knew what the commercial was about. So then maybe 10 or 12 years ago when social media got really hot, they started teasing a little bit of the commercials, like who's going to star in it and sort of what the theme is.
Right.
And now they're all out there.
Yeah.
So my research shows that 28 of the ads have been made public already a few days before the Super Bowl. And there's 49 brands who have actually signed up to be the Super Bowl. And they still have, and typically they have 65. So they still have about like 15 or 16 companies who haven't signed on.
Right.
Which is sort of shocking, you know? Because you would think, come on, it's the
Yeah.
Super Bowl, get with it. Because like you were saying, Bella, it's like the Madison Avenue of advertising, the Super Bowl of
Exactly.
advertising. You want to be there. You want to be one of the big guys.
100%.
Yes. And also, let me ask you another question. Since you're my student, I can ask you these questions. So, if you were an advertiser, what quarter would you want to put your ads in? First, second, third. There's 4 quarters.
I would definitely not the second because that's obviously halftime, and I feel like halftime. Well, I guess they're the halftime performance,
Yeah,
but that's
you're
at a
right,
specific
right.
point. I think that there are
Right.
commercials in between, so maybe that would be good. I mean, I would say the last quarter because half of the audience, whoever likes the team, they're probably going to be disappointed at that point.
Booze. No, wrong. Wrong.
Is it third?
It's the first.
Oh,
you want to have the
what?
first
But
ad.
they're so excited.
Well, because everybody's there, they haven't been drinking a lot of Budweiser at that
But like
point.
the first one,
The
that's
first
the
one, right
first
after
impression.
That's exactly right, and that's the one that
Oh.
typically wins the USA Today ad meter. Oh. And I have a feeling it might be that Budweiser one with the Freebird song. Interesting. Yes.
Okay.
But we want to make sure we tell all of our viewers: watch the Super Bowl. Let us know. Go on our
Yes.
website. We make sense for you. Vote for your favorite Super Bowl ad, and we will tell you for the Consumer Sense ad meter.
Yes.
Which ad
100%.
actually wins.
Yep. Check out our Instagram.
So for Bella and myself, we thank you for joining us. And as we all know, we are Consumer Sense, and we make sense for you. God love you.